Hello friends and strangers, just before I start this week's video I have a big announcement! I hold in my hands my first set of exam results from university and I'm happy to tell you that I passed with flying colours! Woohoo! Okay, on with the video! Ever since I was little, I have loved writing stories. For me, there was nothing better than when the teacher would walk into the classroom and say, "Okay kids, who wants to write a story?" And I'm sorry to brag, but my stories were nearly always selected to be read out to the class. Get in! And as I've grown up, that passion for creating stories has stayed with me. I write fan fictions, I write short stories, I write poems for a magazine. But as time has gone on, I find myself to not have as much time for writing stories as I used to. A couple of months ago, I logged into my fanfiction account. One thing I noticed was that all the fanfictions I wrote when I was 12 were completely rubbish. So I deleted them. The other thing I noticed was that I had a good 6 fanfictions that weren't finished. I'd written at least 20 chapters for each of these fanfictions and then just left them as they were, unfinished. When you haven't updated a fanfiction in 5 years, there's probably no chance of you ever completing that fanfiction. I deleted those fanfictions as well. The fanfictions aren't the only things that I can't finish. After checking my fanfictions, I then went to my ordinary stories folder on my computer and it was the same thing. I had so many ideas, so many stories, I'd written so many words, and then I never finished them. I thought to myself, this is crazy. There must be a story I've finished somewhere. What about the stories I've written by hand? Over the years, I have picked up notebook after notebook after notebook. And getting a new notebook is always so exciting because you just can't wait to fill those pages with that amazing idea that you've had for a couple of weeks. But that's when I noticed a sad but recurring theme. This book I decided to fill up with hundreds of inspiring quotes that would amaze me and cheer me up. I wrote 5 pages. This is my photo scrapbook, which I promised to update with pictures of myself and my friends to remind me of the good times. I haven't updated it in a year. Whoops. It says my first great novel. This is where I decided to handwrite my Skyrim fanfiction. I wrote 7 chapters and my character has gone nowhere. I remember this book I was given by a friend for my birthday and I was going to write down all sorts of meaningful things about life. I think I wrote a couple of pages and then I came back to this notebook and discovered that I'd ripped those pages out. A colouring book for grown-ups. I've only coloured in 1.5 designs. Why does this keep happening? Why can't I finish a story? Christopher Paolini started writing this book series when he was 15. He had Eragon published at 19. I'm 20. I haven't written anything. If my life were translated into song lyrics, it would go something along the lines of eat, sleep, write, delete. I'll be doing something completely ordinary when suddenly the idea will hit me in the head for a great best-selling novel. I grab my notepad and fill it with intricate plans and characters and plot twists. Oh, I love a good plot twist. And then I write, and I write, and I type, and then I delete it all. It's gotten to this stage now where I am reluctant to start anything because I just don't think I'll finish it. Oh, maybe I should write about this instead. Wait, no. I'll never finish it. To this day, I still dream of writing a book and getting it published. I guess I just need to wait for the right idea to come along. And I'm sure when that idea comes, I will be so passionate that no amount of writer's block can stop me from finishing it. Okay, friends and strangers, thanks for watching. What if I wrote about a boy who discovered he's a wizard? Has that been done before? Ooh, maybe I could write about a pair of vampires who fall in love. That hasn't been overdone yet. Can you sense my sarcasm? If all else fails, I guess I'm just gonna have to build a time machine and go back and steal J.K. Rowling's ideas, or Christopher Paolini's, or George R.R. Martin's. I'm not picky.